Some Nigerians at home and abroad have alleged that there are political efforts aimed at preventing Mr. Peter Obi and Dr. Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso from appearing on the ballot for the 2027 presidential election. However, there has been no official confirmation that either candidate has been disqualified from contesting the election. Somehow, those expressing these concerns argue that all qualified candidates should be allowed to participate freely in the electoral process and that the Nigerian people should be given the opportunity to decide who will lead the country through their votes. Many Nigerians believe that credible elections depend on fairness, transparency and equal treatment for all political parties and candidates. They argue that the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, the judiciary and other relevant institutions have a responsibility to ensure that the democratic process is conducted in accordance with the Constitution and the laws of Nigeria. Critics have also expressed concerns about the role of the courts in politically sensitive cases, urging judicial officers to remain impartial and to decide matters strictly on the basis of the law and the evidence presented before them. Supporters of open political participation maintain that excluding any qualified candidate from an election without lawful justification could undermine public confidence in the democratic process. They believe that the electorate, rather than political actors, should determine the outcome of elections. As preparations for the 2027 general election continue, many Nigerians are calling on all political stakeholders to respect democratic principles, uphold the rule of law and ensure that the will of the people is freely expressed at the ballot box. Governor Sheriff Oborevwori of Delta State allegedly asked the people of Delta State to vote for President Bola Tinubu because he is an in-law to the people of Delta State. Honestly, when you listen to some of these governors elected to lead their various states in Nigeria, you would truly understand that they have absolutely nothing to offer to the people of their states. Governor Sheriff Oborevwori of Delta State allegedly appealed to the people of Delta State to massively vote for President Bola Tinubu in 2027 because he is an in-law to the people of Delta State. However, many Nigerians believe that elections should be based on performance, competence and the ability of leaders to improve the lives of citizens rather than family ties or political relationships. Somehow, the economic hardship and insecurity facing Nigeria today have become major issues that many voters are expected to consider when making decisions in future elections. Many Nigerians continue to express concerns about the rising cost of living, unemployment, inflation and insecurity across different parts of the country. These challenges have generated intense political debates regarding the direction of the country and the performance of the current administration. Using family relationships as a campaign strategy may not be enough to convince voters who are more concerned about governance and the state of the economy. Nigerians are likely to evaluate political leaders based on their records, policies and their ability to address the challenges affecting the country. As the 2027 general election approaches, political discussions are expected to intensify as different parties and candidates present their arguments to voters. Ultimately, it will be the Nigerian people who decide who should lead the country and how they believe the nation's challenges should be addressed. The All Progressives Congress inherited security challenges from the People's Democratic Party, but not to the level Nigeria is experiencing today. Mr. Nuhu Ribadu, who serves in President Bola Tinubu's government, allegedly stated that the administration inherited security challenges from the People's Democratic Party, and that is a well-known fact. However, many Nigerians believe that the insecurity inherited by the APC is not at the level the country is experiencing today. The APC and President Bola Tinubu sought the mandate of Nigerians on the promise of fixing the country's problems and making Nigeria safer for everyone. Therefore, many Nigerians argue that repeatedly pointing to past administrations is not what citizens want to hear. When a government applies for the responsibility of leading a nation and is given that opportunity, it is expected to have the solutions needed to address the country's challenges. As things stand today, Many Nigerians believe that the APC-led government of President Bola Tinubu has not demonstrated that it has what it takes to bring an end to insecurity across the country. Therefore, some citizens believe that the ruling party may face significant opposition during the 2027 elections. If Nigerians continue to hear blame being placed on previous governments without seeing meaningful improvements, many fear that terrorists and bandits will continue to threaten lives and communities across the country. Somehow, 4 years, which represents a full term in office, should be enough time to place Nigeria on a better path. However, many Nigerians believe that the current administration has not presented a clear direction for fixing the economy and ending insecurity across the country. For this reason, those who hold this view believe that the government should make way for new leadership if it cannot effectively address the challenges facing the nation.